Good evening, YouTube modeling community. This is Dwayne, Doozer's Models. I just wanted to chime in on the latest video craze that's going on. Mr. Al Woods would like to know what our Holy Grail kits are. So I've got a series of kits that I would consider my Holy Grail ones. And they are the Super Stocker / Modified Stoker series by AMT. What I found with these is there's two sort of generations. There's the first generation ones, and then there's the second generation, and they're quite a bit different. Their first generation ones are very hard to find and very expensive when you do find them. Some of the rarer ones I've seen for north of 250 bucks. On eBay and other places. They're hard to come by. A couple of them have been re-released by Model King or Round 2 or whoever you want to call them, and then the second generation of modified stalkers are not quite as good a quality. They're a lot simpler, and they're fairly readily available, but even those are starting to go up in price. So I printed off a couple of the first generation ones. So one of the first generation ones is the Jegs Camaro. So that one was pretty cool. They also had a 65 GTO. They had the Barracuda. This one's really hard to find, the Chevelle. And they also had the Mustang. And then these are the two that Model King have re-released. So these were part of the original, but they were re-released by Model King. In a perfect world, I'd like to see Model King re-release the rest of them, especially the Chevelle and the GTO, since those two I don't actually have. All of the ones that I have from the first gen that I purchased, I got it on eBay or auction, and they were all glue bombs and something that I had to refurb and build. So this is the Jegs Camaro. Didn't have any decals, didn't have any of that, so I had to strip it down, repaint it, fix it up. The neat part about these is where this frame mounts, there's two locating pins. So if you notice, the Monte Carlo is a bigger car than the Chevelle or the Camaro is. You've got that little adjustment in there. They've got a neat exhaust system that comes up and over and then through the body, comes out the bottom. Now, all of the chassis for them are the same, and they all come with a small block Chevy. So even the GTO and the Mustang come with Chevy engines in them, which is kind of ironic. So I've got the Camaro original, and I've got two of the Cuda originals. One other thing that you notice is they come with 3 plain tires, and then they come with this inside right single slotted tire, an oversized different tire. The originals came that way. The aftermarket, the Road King or the Model King ones don't. So here you can see the 2 different tires, which was kind of neat because that's how the stock cars were back in the day. So this is an original of the GTO. You can see it was a glue bomb. I repainted the body. I also did the Model King version of the GTO, the orange and white one that I released not too long ago with my finished models. And then the other one that I have is the Monte Carlo, and the Monte Carlo is the new Model King version. And you can tell by the front wheels that they only came with those wheels. They didn't come with the slotted one from there. The second generation ones, I've got a couple. I've got the 65 Chevelle. I've got the 69 Falcon. And then, as I mentioned, you saw the Monte Carlo that was there, and the GTO. So those are the new ones that I was able to pick up, the originals, again, very rare to find, box stock, very hard to come by. So these ones here, the bodies are not great, pretty low on detail. The chassis are very simple. The rear end just kind of fell out of there. It was just sitting in there. The tires that come with it, as much as they're kind of cool slicks, are not the greatest for this kind of kit. The original ones are a lot nicer. And you can see on the Falcon, the body is just really lacking detail. It's thick plastic. It's really simplistic. I mean, they're not great kits, but they build up kind of cool and semi-decent from there. So, in answer to Mr. Woods, my holy grail would be to have all the original Super Stocker kits. I would like the Modified Stocker, the second generation ones. Kind of cool to find them new in box, but I don't know, what was there, 5 or 6 of them at $250 a pop is, you know, north of $2,000. I don't have that, so fingers crossed. Hopefully Model King reproduces the rest of them. I mean, if they can do the GTO and they can do the Monte Carlo, I don't see why they can't do the other ones. So anyways, hope everybody had a good weekend, and happy modeling. It's interesting to see your guys' Holy Grail kits. This was mine. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching.